All right, guys, what's going on? Thank you for joining me tonight. Hopefully, everything is loud and clear. But yeah. So, guys, there's a. I have to mention it. I'm going to mention it again a little later. But an angry truth. We're going to talk about some nonsense that I saw this morning. We're going to talk about an angry truth. I can't believe the nonsense that I came across. But anyway, let's get this out of the way. Flown Grown, thank you for the 5x5. Ozark Prepper, Dobie, Lisa, By the Book, William K, Krista, Southern Tier, Grit and Grace, Sonia, Okikon, Dan, Michelle, City Prepper. Thank you for the 5x5. One Shot, One Kill, Bad, Claude, Chad, Eric, Michael, Shannon, Villain. Thank you for the 5x5. Sojourner, Trisha, Keeble. I'm pretty sure I'm fucking that up. Thank you for the 5x5. Bad, Tia, Kathleen, Kento, Anthony, Sheep Dip. Thank you for the 5x5. Betty, Adam, Norman, Terry. Thank you for the 5x5. Bush Pig, Michael, another friend, Larry, Big Billy, Forrest, Maverick, Elaine, if I said that right, Ann, Brian, Green, Leaf, Todd, Shane. Thank you for the 5x5. And Purple Zen, thank you for the 10x10. Costume, The Saint. Appreciate it, guys. All right. So, let's get on with the nonsense. So, guys, clearly, we are... There's always something new popping up. Again, the predictions of the end of the world are every day. Right now, the trend is AI. Now, AI, I think, is going to take us out in another fashion. There are two schools of thought, and the one school of thought is the obvious Terminator style taking out, and then the other one is, well, the other one is probably the same, but just AI launching nukes. Now, a lot of you, I think I spoke about it earlier this week. Russia and China they're letting their AI have access to their nuclear capabilities. So that in itself is what you call it. But the other school of thought is they're going to ruin us before we can ruin ourselves, meaning they're going to start taking jobs away as they are already doing. There's a video I have to find. It involves AI. And for those of you that are constantly putting pictures of your kids online, you should absolutely stop, especially if you're a new parent. You should absolutely stop. When I find this video, I'm going to see if I can play it on YouTube, and if I can't, I will put it on Rumble. The AI, the evil element of AI, and criminals using AI for their gains, that's the bigger issue. A way bigger issue right now. Forget about nuclear holocaust. Forget about Civil War and World War III. This is way more damaging to the individual person than I think anything can ever affect. This is bad. And when I saw the video, and I talked to a guy I grew up with, he talked about the advancements AI made. And I predicted that by next year, we're going to see some really crazy shit with AI. Crazy. And when I spoke to him about it, he said, I give it about a year and a half. And he's well versed in AI because that's his job. And when we were talking about what's out there, he says what's out there right now can fool a lot of people who are not paying attention. What they're going to release next year will be almost impossible to tell the difference between whether it's fake or not. In fact, it's getting so good. There's a model on AI right now that she came across my feed, and I looked and I go, wow, that is super realistic. And I scanned through her page, and it was nothing but pictures. I looked at the fingers, I looked at the eyes, I'm like, and then a couple pictures, it was the lighting that gave it away. It was just her smile. Her smile didn't seem genuine. It seemed like someone held a gun to her head. So I was like, okay, this is AI. The further I dig, it was AI. Anyway, it's getting out of control. So that's something everybody should absolutely be paying attention to. Listen, there's a lot that we should be paying attention to, but that, especially if you have kids, more than anything in this world, you should be paying attention to that. As of right now, they're not going to. They're trying to regulate AI, and they're regulating AI. One shot, one kill. That's a possibility. Yes, that is a possibility. They could outfake. They could fake me. They could listen. By next year, you're going to be seeing a lot of fake YouTubers. A lot by next year, if not 2 years from now at best. A lot of AI YouTubers, and AI might even put YouTubers out of business. Not might, will. It will put a lot of us out of business. In fact, you'll see YouTubers who are coming up with great content right out of the gates, hitting the algorithm right out of the gates because of AI. And I've been learning about AI and the programs responsible that are going to be responsible for releasing content. Right now, you can go up, and I think there's 10 AI apps you can use to create videos and contents and things of that. There's AI apps that can take your video and splice it into 10 different shorts, so that you can put it on YouTube and Instagram and I guess TikTok. It's getting bad, man. It's going to replace a lot of us before you can blink. The only place for us right now is anything physical, being a cop, being a fireman, an EMT, coal worker, fisherman out in the Alaskan Sea there, the Bering Seas. That's about it. Anything that requires a human presence, that's it. This, guys, doesn't require a human presence. So keep that in the back of your head when these guys start popping up. And we might, the prepper field, we might be the last group of people to be affected by this, but nonetheless, it will hit us. RP Tactical said, I finally hit 100 subscribers. Thanks for all your advice. You're welcome. I didn't know you had a channel, but I will check it out. So I guess, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. You're welcome. Or you could be Amish. Or yes, Shane, you could be Amish. There is that. You could turn into an Amish dude. Wear a little hat, grow a beard, and just disappear into the Amish world. But yeah, it's not looking good. That's all I can say. All I can say is not going to be looking too good right now, especially for those of us that have jobs where AI can replace us. And then AI is replacing a lot of call center jobs. You are not hearing about that, of course. If you research and you dive deep, you will find articles, without a doubt. But mainstream media is not talking about it. Listen, actors and singers right now are trying to hit the pause button on AI because it's impeding in their craft, their art, if you will. So that's interesting to see. Listen, it's going to get out of hand very fast. What is the solution, AP? Well, one solution is we stop using anything AI related. So anything that uses AI, we just stop using. If Instagram, for example, they have that AI search thing, don't use that. Any app that's available that has AI interactive customer service, don't use that. In fact, just request a human. And then all else fails, detonate an EMP. Set everybody back to the 18th century. Or 17th century, if you will. But anyway, that's like the only other solution. Because like the guy I talked to yesterday said, the cat's out of the bag. We are going to learn the hard way with AI. The hard way. I mean, it's going to be brutal on how we learn. And people are not going to like it. That's just the bottom line to it all. Anyway, that is not the subject for today. Sorry for going on that rant. But I saw some interesting shit yesterday and today. And I'm just like, man, this is bad. Bob, yes, I'm leaving for Oklahoma Sunday. Sunday afternoon. So that's the unfortunate part. If I didn't have the appointment I had Saturday, I would have left yesterday, the day before. I would have been out of here. I would have did this. I would have did this live stream on the road or some shit because it's a 20-hour drive. I'm tempted to pull the truckers, the trucker thing again, and do a 20-hour drive straight. I'm gonna try to pull it off. After 12 hours, I'll reassess, and then if I can hit 12 hours driving straight, I'll do the last 8 standing on my head. We will see. We will see what that looks like. But yeah, I will be out there, and I'll probably be out there for about a week. So I will not be going to the boot camp, the survival boot camp in Ohio. Won't be able to make it this year because I'll be there till about Saturday or Sunday. So that's the idea. But anyway, let's get into the BS. So I have 2 videos coming out, guys, tomorrow. One on YouTube and another one on Rumble. I have the other video coming out on Rumble because it's the uncut version of the video that's on YouTube. I didn't have to. It dawned on me that I can do uncut versions and stick them on Rumble. Just today. So the uncut version, guys, is something you might want to take a look at, but I am releasing the original version on YouTube. And it's mainly for women. It's for you guys to watch. For any chick that's on here watching me, that video is more like for you. But it's something that I saw that pissed me off beyond belief. The migrant situation, guys, is getting out of hand. Out of hand. And I think we can all agree. I'm going to Oklahoma to line dance. There was I'm just kidding. There was a tornado that hit Barnsdall. I said that right, Oklahoma. A tornado hit out there. They're looking for, not refugees. They're looking for help, and I'm going to go head out there. So, whatever. Yes, so anybody thinks I'm AI, just look for the chair and look for the AIDS mark on my chair, and you'll know, oh, shit, that's not so. Jason, did you finally get a new chair? Annie, I did not get a new chair. Or Ann, I didn't get a new chair. There's nothing wrong with this chair. I do need a new chair, but I'm not going to replace this one. I'll replace that one. Barnsdall. Thank you, Oki-Khan. It's Barnsdall. I'll be headed out there. I really wanted to. Once Bear told me, was it Tuesday or Monday? I should have just jumped in my truck and headed out there then, and then canceled my appointment. In hindsight, I should have canceled that appointment. But whatever. You're probably right, one shot, one kill, that the chair could be faked. Everything could be faked. The insanity of AI is scary. But anyway. So, guys, what I saw online pissed me off. So I did a video. It was like an unscheduled video, if you will, about what's going on or what happened to a young lady, not a young lady, but a lady the other day. And the uncut version's on Rumble, and the original version will be on what you call it. So, migrants are getting out of control. Out of control. I didn't notice, but I found out just yesterday that 2 of the guys that are selling their garbage around here, and I'm going to do a walkabout in this neighborhood, by the way. They're doing this. They're selling their garbage because you guys got to see the shit that they're selling on the street here. It's out of control. 2 of the guys are from Venezuela. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh man. Anyway, from Venezuela, and the shit that they're selling around the corner, yo, there were chainsaws. Chainsaws, and it's funny because check this timeline out. If you guys don't believe in signs, I do. But I spoke to Bear about 2 days or 3 days prior to the tornado hitting Barnsdall. With that, a day after that conversation, I'm walking down the block and I see these illegals from Venezuela, because they're wearing the Venezuela shirts and shit, and the flag in the hat, selling chainsaws on the side of the building. And I'm like, who the fuck needs chainsaws around here? What are we cutting up? Bodies or trees? So anyway, I looked at the chainsaws. I'm like, oh, I should get one of them. They look pretty beat up. But I'm like, I'll wait till an event happens, then I'll purchase one, and then take my ass out to wherever they need me. A day later, fucking a tornado hits fucking Barnstall. I was like, motherfuck, I jinxed that. Anyway, villain, yeah, but these chainsaws are way to help up here in New York City. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. Yes, there are illegal aliens. You are right. I get sucked in the whole migrant shit because when you report it on anybody's channel, at least when I title it, I have to say migrant so they don't, fuck with the channel. And then I can run off and say illegal immigrants all day. But yeah, these guys, they've been around here selling shit for about a couple of years. They're ramping it up. And I'm going to show you the illegal bullshit that they're pulling. And I can guarantee you guys, for all the illegal bullshit that I'll put on that video, nothing will be done about it. Nothing. It's amazing how you can get your car towed. You can get your pulled over by the cops. The cops are pulling over people that darken their license plates with those license plate shields. And a couple guys at the firehouse told me that they got pulled over. I'm like, they pulled you over for that? I go, yeah. I would have broke their balls. I'd be like, yo, one, give me a fucking ticket. And two, how dare you break my balls about me having a license plate cover over my license plate when you got people with fake tags and illegal cars in the street? I mean, like, seriously. Old Mutt, man, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Thank you. And, I mean, it's insanity what cops are doing and not doing. I mean, it almost like, you almost get pissed off at them at times when you're like, I'm like, yo, wait. I told the cop the other day, I'm like, yo, I got this shit on here because I don't want them fucking tagging my shit downtown for the what you call it. I said, fuck them. They're not getting a dime out of me. The MTA's not getting another fucking cent out of me for that congestion pricing. Everybody should be covering their tags to screw over the congestion pricing. These people are pulling off illegal moves and making it legal for them. Everybody. In fact, they're trying to price us out here in New York City through our insurance. So my insurance is jumping next month, is jumping $80 a month. And I called up and I'm like, well, why? I didn't get into an accident. I wasn't speeding. I didn't get any tickets that, require my shit to go up. And their response was, oh, it's going up because everybody's going up. I'm like, $80? I'm like, the MTA is screwing us over as is, and I got to pay $80 extra for what? For the illegal immigrants that are riding their little scooters around here and getting into accidents, and I got to pay for that? And the lady was like, pretty much. Man. And she sided with me on that, so I couldn't be mad. I wasn't mad at her. Can't be mad at the messenger. But I'm going to talk to the insurance guy tomorrow, and the shit that they have me doing, they want me to join their Drive Safe program. That's where they monitor your driving. I'm like, absolutely not. I drive like a dick. You're not monitoring my driving. Because that actually bites you in the ass. That safe driving program, if you drive like an asshole like I do, and you brake too hard, you swerve too much, it can increase your insurance. So it's not a safe driving anything. It's a bullshit tactic to get more money out of you. Sandy said, car insurance went up here in Texas too. Yeah, Prepper Revelator said the same shit to me today. He said that his insurance went up as well. Insurance is going up everywhere. They're trying to price us out of driving our cars. Guys, at some point in time, we're going to have to drop the hammer on these people. We're going to have to visit the politicians who are letting this go by. Because the problem is with the car insurance, sorry about the sidetracking, the problem with the car insurance thing is that it's the car insurance companies that are going to the politicians and saying, yo, we want more money from these guys. How can we make it so? And the politicians are like, oh, well, you know what? We'll just make this policy and we'll push it for you. And the car insurance are hitting off the politicians. Here you go. Here goes $1 million from that company, $1 million from this company, and or $500,000, whatever it is. And they're greasing everybody's palms to get more money out of us. They are pricing us out of driving. They're pricing us out of living in our homes. We guys, unfortunately, are going to have to set off something. Civil war, some kind of scrimmage, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Because enough already of killing the working class man, and the illegal immigrants are getting shit on their side. In fact, on the Angry Truth tonight, we're going to talk about what migrants are demanding now. Now, this is just in Denver, but if this happens if they give in to the demands of the migrants, the illegal immigrants, sorry, in Denver, if they give in to them, you're going to see this nationwide, this problem. And we're going to discuss that problem later on the Angry Truth channel, because I didn't think this was going to happen. And now that it's happening, I'm like, uh-oh, this is a pattern. And if this is a pattern, we could see this nationwide. We could see other states giving in. Meanwhile, guys, these illegals are getting everything for free, getting everything they want, but we have to pay the bulk of it. Insurance jumped a couple years ago here in New York City because of the rideshare programs that are here, right? Uber, Lyft, whatever other companies out there, because they were getting into accidents. The insurance customers, us, had to pay a higher premium because they were getting into accidents. And I'm like, how does that make any sense? So now I got to figure out what politician to talk to, start griping at them, start having every New York City resident write to these guys and start breaking their balls. If we have to visit their homes and make their home a living hell for them, then so be it. But they're going to come listen to us come hell or high water. Because enough already of bending the knee to the illegals and then telling the working class man to go screw themselves. It's enough already. What happened to the lady the other day, yesterday, whatever it was, whatever happened to that lady was like some third world country shit. I've never seen anything like it. The way the guy went about, I don't want to get into it because it's just going to piss me off, and it's definitely going to red flag this video. But watch the video tomorrow. If you want to watch the uncut version is a little more raw, and there's things I put in that video that I can't put in the YouTube version. So watch both versions and do a comparison, or just head over to Rumble and watch that version. Yeah, man, it's bad. It's all bad, and we are absolutely getting screwed. So while I'm on the subject of getting screwed, hold on real quick. Yeah, so I am headed to Ohio, guys. Oklahoma. I do need you guys to do me another solid. Shitballs. See if I can find this. See if I can find it. I don't think I can. Or maybe I'll look for it a little later. All right. You know what's funny, guys, is that this photography shit that I'm doing, it's a side job. I got people scamming me for photography jobs, and I just called one guy out, and he left me alone. I'm like, dude, you're full of shit. And then it's like, and what he tried to do, the what you call a guy, he tried to use the cancer card. He tried to use the cancer card on me. And he tried to use the cancer card, and he was like, I have cancer, and I want you to do a family reunion party and take photos. And I'm like, well, I only deal in these apps. He's like, well, how about I send you a check, and then you give me your information. I said, dude, what do I look like? I'm stupid? I said, I know you don't got cancer because you're full of shit. And I said, secondly, eat my ass. And the guy left me alone. So that was pretty much it. There's scammers everywhere. For photographers, you wouldn't believe how many scammers are out there. I mean, you wouldn't believe how many fucking scammers. Mods, please post the Rumble link. So, all right, guys, 2 links are going in. One link, Raw Food Writer. A lady was attacked in such a way it was bad, and it was all caught on video. Raw Food Writer. But anyway, let me put this in. So, guys, do me a favor, please, for the love of God, don't donate to me tonight. Donate to Grindstone Ministry. Bear Independent and the crews out there right now doing their thing as per usual. They need the money to help with supplies, getting people back on their feet, yada yada. You know the whole 9 yards. Do not give to me. I don't need the money. They need the money. Please, not to me. Do not donate to me. I listen, guys. I appreciate the donations. I appreciate the support beyond belief. But when it comes to shit like this, there are people right now that need way more than I do. Way more than I do. Uh, but here's the link. I just put it in the chat. Guys, if you want, go over there and donate to them. Do not donate to me, right? Donate to them directly. Give them the cash hold. They can use it. I guarantee you and I promise you they don't use the money any other. But this fucking guy. Thank you, Boogaloo. These are not related to. Boogaloo, thank you for the donation again. But I'm also going to look that up. And hold on. Let me get my Rumble bullshit together. I have a Rumble channel, Leave. I have a Rumble channel, guys. It's the Angryprepper Network. The idea with that channel was I was going to put both Angryprepper and Angry Truth shit on there, but I think I'm going to create an Angry Truth channel and then put all the shit on there as well. And with that, I can also put more shit about the arm ticket like I can't do here. All right. Let's see where we are. Yes, all right, so I put the Rumble in there as well, guys. Appreciate it. Again, if you want to watch the raw version of the video, you could definitely do that on Rumble. Rumble's getting better. I'm liking what I'm seeing with Rumble. Rumble's making some moves. I'm not monetized on Rumble yet, or maybe I am. I don't know. I don't care. But what I like about Rumble is I could say anything and everything. Well, just about anything and everything. Just short of starting a civil war or revolution, you can say whatever you want on there. For the most part. But so beef and chicken. Thank you for bringing that up. There's been a lot of sidetracking. I do apologize, guys. I apologize big time. But there's a lot of sidetracking. So there is a severe solar storm this weekend. They said, in fact, it's so severe we could see it. We could see it all the way down to Alabama. Prepper now, man. Thank you for that bill. All right. Thank you for the bill. I will take a look at it. Anti-Semitism Awareness Act. That's a tough one, guys. I did hear about this. That's a tough one. That's more of a free speech act. That's attacking free speech. I do not, listen, say what you want about any group of people. I don't give a fuck. Call me a nigga all day, call somebody a kike and throw fucking, locks and shit and bagels at them, call people chinks, whatever the hell you want to call them. There should be repercussions. But telling people and coming up with the anti-Semitic bill, that's bad. I read something about it the other day. That's not good. It's not good at all. And it's definitely clamping down on free speech. So, Highlands, I thought that was the same bill they were talking about, or maybe it was a different bill. But Russell Brand talked about it. I'm going to talk about it in my eloquent way, if you will. But yeah, listen, guys, a lot of shit's going down. Matter of fact, I got to tell you about this shit. Sorry, guys, all over the place. There's so much shit to talk about. I have to structure it better. But there was a chick that was brought to my attention only because, well, let's see if I could find her. Apparently, a lady who does, apparently a lady who does holistic shit. She was silenced the other, here it is. Holistic Vitality. So, let's see. me turn that down. So for those of you that know this lady, for those of you that know her, apparently she's been silenced. And she has been, they're trying to take down her content because everything she's been sharing has been on the level. But there's a lady named Barbara O'Neill. Apparently, Barbara O'Neill was sentenced to life for revealing secrets about the bird flu outbreak. And better yet, she's been talking about how to keep people safe from the bird flu outbreak. That's coming, by the way. And she gives an ingredients and stuff that I'm going to write down and I'm going to put on Rumble. And because and I'll try to put it on YouTube and see what they say. See, they tell me to go fuck myself. But anyway, that lady was just recently, they recently went after her. And then this Barbara O'Neill lady, they supposedly they sentenced her to life, or they gave her some outrageous amount of time in jail. Because she wouldn't stop talking about how to stop what's coming. Christy, yes, that lady's on point. I like the old lady. I've been following her for a few years now. And of course, when people start hitting them in the head with facts, all of a sudden, they start silencing you. So the old lady, I got to look more into her story as well as to when they silenced her. But yeah, it's this is all a problem because they silenced her because she was also talking about stopping the how to mitigate you getting sick during the next pandemic. And then Barbara O'Neill supposedly was arrested and thrown in jail for doing the same thing. So there's a lot to be said, guys, when you scare people to the point where they land you in jail. If I was her, I'd keep going. I'd keep going. I'm like, yo, that's insanity. But yeah, I've been. All right, hold on. I've been following this lady, and then the other lady, Barbara O'Neill's a younger girl. She's a Barbara O'Neill. No, the chick here was a younger chick. Sorry. Anyway, let me get back to what's going on. So, guys, amongst the problems that we're having here with the migrants and the shit that they're selling, the things that they're doing, the laws that they're breaking, MS-13. I talked about this a few times. MS-13 is running rampant. They had a ritual offing of a couple girls a few years ago, back in 2017. One case, they actually sacrificed a girl, and the two guys that did it, they were caught back in 2017. They were finally sentenced in 2022, right? 2024. Why so long? But anyway, they were finally sentenced, and they were both sentenced to 40 years. Or one was 40 years, and the other one was 12 years. Imagine 40 years for a satanic offing. They're going to get out when they're 60. So, there was another separate case in Long Island a few years back as well, where they were 10 MS-13 members were indicted over 7 homicides, including the 2 young girls who were slayed. Now, the one young girl, for those that didn't know the story, apparently she was complaining about MS-13 in her school, and they wind up finding the girl walking home alone. Not alone, with her friend. And her friend, who, keep in mind, her friend said nothing, had nothing to do with the whole thing. Her friend had shit to do with it, and they wind up offing both of them to the forever sleep. There was no mention of rape, because I remember, if I read the story right, the kid got out of the car and started hitting one of the girls with a baseball bat. And then I guess while the other girl was screaming, he focused on the other girl and he wanted to work on her. So, MS-13, guys, is running amok. Oh, and they were also, I'm sorry. Sorry to mention this part, but both the girls were beaten with a baseball bat and they were hacked with a machete during the attack. So it was a combo of both. And this was in Brentwood, by the way. So clearly, guys, there's a problem with this group, the fact that they're growing and they're allowed to grow. There's too much red tape when it comes to stuff like this. People are like, well, they got to do due process. Suffice it to say, there are some people on this planet that do not need due process. Some people on this planet need what you will call a dirt nap. Thank you, Erica. These two guys, I don't know what the outcome of that case is. I am going to look it up with the Long Island case in Brentwood. I will be looking that up. But the fact, guys, that they hacked up these two girls right there in the street. Right in the middle of the street. I mean, it was like, a neighborhood where it was like, dimly lit. I think it was at night when it happened. But still, these girls are screaming and no one came out to help them. But again, I don't know the exact location. I know it was in a neighborhood. Just don't know the exact location. Something has to be done, guys. I mean, listen, if you live in Brentwood and they're in your neighborhood, I suggest getting a group of dudes together, locking them in their homes, and doing some fucked up shit. Can't admit to what, but you know what I mean, if you follow me. Criminals, guys, are getting a pass on everything. Imagine they had a satanic offering on a chick and they got 40 years. They'll be out when they're 60. That is, well, in their case, probably now 15 more years or whatever it is. People need to stand their ground. Yeah, Elizabeth, that's the thing. They're moving into armed states as well. There was a state that they were in. Someone said Texas, in a neighborhood in Texas. I couldn't believe it. And I'm like, but Texas is armed. But apparently, so are they. And the thing is, they're armed to the teeth. Like, I'm talking about everything. You name it, they have it. MS-13, that is. Michael O'Brien. Yeah, Latin Kings got nothing on MS-13. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nobody has anything on them. They are by far... And the thing is, guys, they use their tactics to shush people up by way of they use tactics by way of horrendous and horrific murders. That's how they scare people. And people are like, oh, I want to wake up with my dick in my mouth. No, thank you. And then people get scared. Unfortunately, guys, we have to drop the hammer. You see, here's the problem. We are allowing these people to come here with their bullshit. I said this before. And everybody wants to come here for a better life. Everybody is flying over here or crossing the border, whatever it is, and bringing their bullshit with them. Now, MS-13's been here since the 80s. But they've been slow growing. But now they're at a full force of possibly 200,000 in the United States alone. I hear they're having a problem with them in other countries as well. I think Canada's one of them, and I think the UK. They're trying to expand their organization. There's only one way to deal with that cancer. Only one way. And that is to cut it out. But the fact, guys, that our law enforcement is hiding behind laws. Our politicians are hiding behind laws. Instead of having an op group go, you know what, guys? Let's treat them like fucking nails and we'll be the hammers. Instead of setting that shit off, that's not being done. What's being done is something that is allowing this to grow and happen. Meanwhile, if you have a patriot group in the mountains of Colorado or Montana, ATF, FBI are rolling onto their land saying, oh, we can't have any of this here. Like the David Koresh. There's a group of people who were with David Koresh. saying that David Koresh never did what people were accusing him of, and that was sleeping with younger girls. And that was people that were in his compound. But there were also people in his compound that also did the same, that said the opposite. So now it makes you question the whole David Koresh thing. Was he banging little kids? Or were they using it as an excuse to make him look like the bad guy to storm his compound? The narrative, guys, will always swing in favor of people that are trying to make themselves look good. The O.J. Simpson narrative, that's another. I'm a big fan of O.J. Simpson not killing Nicole Brown. And a lot of you are like, what do you mean he killed that white girl? I'm like, there's another theory that was thrown out there. And when you start connecting the dots, you're like, holy shit. But because we all grew up with the narrative that he did it with no proof, there was zero proof that he did it, but America said he did it. Before he was even convicted, he did it. We get stuck with convictions in our heads because that is what the media is telling us. Now, again, with the David Koresh thing, I don't know. I don't know if he did or didn't. There was 5 people from his group that said he never touched those girls. But there were people from his compound that said he did. Conflicting stories. We have to be careful, guys, because the media is not reporting what MS-13 is doing. They are not reporting the simple fact that they're growing and they're being allowed to grow. Someone brought up the tunnel Jew thing. Yes, that's another one. They were trying to keep that bullshit on the wraps. They came out with the story and then they killed it. Hasidic Jews here have a certain amount of power that I do not like. I wish you could clip them off at the nutsack, but they don't have any nuts. But they do some shady shit here too. Listen, guys. The problem of the world is that nobody wants to admit to their faults. You got, and granted, what's going on with the Jews right now isn't fair. It's actually shitty. But a lot of Hasidic Jews bring it on to themselves. Matter of fact, this is how much I don't trust them. There are Hasidic Jews who are marching with Palestinians because they feel like, well, they don't want to get beat up, so let me side with these people. You got Chinese people who pull off some illegal shit as well with the tenants in their buildings. They get away with it all the time. You got Negroes who are stealing shit from stores, and when they get caught, the judge is like, but they got to feed their family. You have illegal immigrants coming over here, starting their bullshit, and wanting us to pay for everything that they want and they think they deserve. The shit that the illegal immigrants are pulling, guys, we're going to discuss on the Angry Truth channel in about 15 minutes. The shit that they're doing is out of control and it's only getting worse. We got a bunch of kids protesting about some shit they do not understand, and people don't want to take their belts off and start whipping these kids across their asses. You have Dominicans in a neighborhood like this that, when I was growing up, didn't like black folks. And for the most part, still don't. But as soon as I speak Spanish, now they're my friends. ¿Qué pasa, amigo? I'll give you a burrito. No, wrong people. But you get my point. Everybody has their faults and tries to play the victim card when shit doesn't go their way. If you're Jewish, you're playing the victim. You're playing the Holocaust card. If you're Chinese, you're playing the oh, I don't know Kung Fu, they're beating me up card, right? If you're fucking from an illegal immigrant, you're like, oh, my country's bad, they're trying to kill me card. If you're Russian, you're just pissed off for whatever reason because you got a block head and a small face. You know what I mean? Like, all of this bullshit, and nobody wants to own up to their own shit. And we have to placate, New York City, placates into everybody's bullshit. Everybody's. Nobody wants to take it on the chin and be like, you know what? Maybe we're doing bad because we just can't get out of our own way. Maybe we're doing bad because, you know, we're not taking the blame. We're blaming white people for our problems. Maybe we're doing bad because we ran away from our country, brought the bullshit with us, and now the bullshit's happening here. But we're not going to fight here anyway. We're going to demand for other things. So, yo, and it's insanity that nobody wants to admit to this shit. It's unfucking real. Everybody wants to play the woe is me card. I mean, like, you know, again, what's going on with the Jews now? Listen, fight. When the protesters are sitting there talking about death to Jews or whatever bullshit they were ranting, fight. It's as simple as that. Like I said before, guys, take your yarmulke off and start smacking people in the face. You know? I don't know what else to tell you. Take your little fucking Jewish cross off and start shanking dudes. Do something. Do something. Don't sit there and go, we need to come up with a bill. We're going to come up with the anti-Semitic laws. Don't do that. Fight. And then fucking black people like, oh, we can't, we don't know what computers are, according to Kathy Hochul, that is. We don't know what computers are. We need more computers in our school. We need more money. Why are those kids stealing? Because they're just lashing out. Let them lash out and steal more shit. Instead, they got bad parenting, no fathers in the fucking household. The kids are acting like dicks. And they don't want to address that shit. Right? The Chinese people, they're getting beat up. Who knows why they were getting beat up? Maybe because they fucking sell dogs in their restaurants? I don't fucking know. People found dog meat and started punching them in the face. Who the fuck knows? Maybe they should start kung fu fighting. I don't know, it's just a fucking idea. But nobody wants to own up to their bullshit. Everybody wants to be like, oh, I feel bad for me. Chris Hill, man, thank you for the donation. I just realized that. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. It's all bullshit, man. All of it. And then when something happens to somebody in the community, you got the Jews and the Italians and the liberal Irish people who can't stand straight because they're drunk half the times. They all get together and go, we are a melting pot. We stand strong together. And when we unify, get the fuck out of here with your unifying bullshit. We're gonna stand strong. We're New Yorkers. We're resilient. Resilient like dick in your mouth. No one is that resilient. We're not a melting pot. We're like I said before, we're a salad bar. Everybody goes back into their respective corner. We only stick together when the cameras are out. When the cameras go away, we go, whew, that was close. I almost had to hold the hand of that Jewish dude over there, And then everybody goes back to their corner. Everybody is full of shit. Sojourner, victim nation. Everybody is a victim. Nobody wants to take blame. Nobody. Oh, don't get me started on the gays and their bullshit. They're fucking, singing Liza Minnelli and fucking Barbra Streisand songs and not realizing that, guess what's happening again? Monkeypox. Monkeypox is back on the rise. But they don't take blame. They go, how dare you tell the gay community that we can't have sex? All right, then keep spreading this shit around. When your dick falls off, who are you going to blame? And they're another group of people I can't stand. I cannot stand them because they sit here and they place blame on everybody else. Well, they should be coming out with things to protect us. Yeah, they were called condoms. But we need more. All right, no sex. We can't do that. You can't do that? You can't save your health and your buddy's health by for 1 or 2 weeks not having sex. It's going to kill you. But instead, they're skipping down the street, so fuck you, and they're listening to Cher or Madonna as they're cursing me out and voguing at the same time. I'm like, why are we doing this? Stop. It's insanity. Lesbians, they're just frustrated because they wish they had a penis and they don't. They got their stupid bob haircut, walking down the street, talking about, yeah, nigga, what? Yeah, nigga. And I'm like, lady, if I backhand you one, you're going to be through that fucking wall. You still got a vagina between your legs. Behave yourself, right? The LGBT community, they're frauds. They all, let's stand together. And then the gay guys and then the lesbians, they pretend to hold hands, but they're really not. It's that begrudging handhold, like that holding each other like this bullshit. They're begrudging each other. And then the transgenders come in and they're like, oh, God, what is that? What are you? And then the transgender goes, I'm a part of your group. And they go, oh, okay, let's fake this. And then they fake it. And then when the cameras go off, they go back in their respective corners, right? Everybody is full of shit. Everyone. You want to be gay, guys? Be gay. No one cares. But don't gripe about catching a disease that you are spreading. Period. Don't sit there and wonder why no one's standing up for you when they're marching in the thousands against your people, but then you sit there and go and play the woe is me card. Oh, no one likes us. Well, no one likes you because you're not standing up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. Do the Jewish nunchucks, whatever the fuck that might be. Start taking dreidels out and throwing them on the floor. Those people who like to walk barefoot, those Palestinian protesting Hamas lovers, they're like hippies. They have no shoes on. You throw dreidels on the floor, they step on them, they fall on the ground, and you start nailing them in the face. Do something. Something. Black people, they need to take fucking responsibility for their actions. Stop blaming slavery. Stop blaming, the trauma of slavery that I never experienced is affecting me. Can somebody feel sorry for me? Please put me on public assistance so I'm sucking the government's dick every day. It's all fucking BS, man. And nobody wants to fucking own up to it. That's the insanity of it. And this generation of kids do not want to stand up for it. They don't want to, they just want to, it wasn't me, it was him. I'm like, that's where we are now? Yeah, Cynthia, to keep it in the bedroom. But the problem is they don't want to keep it in the bedroom. They want to go out on Fifth Avenue over here and shake their ass in a thong. Why? First of all, a 60-year-old man wearing a thong, shaking his ass at anybody's parade is disgusting. But when you're shaking your behind and there are kids on the sideline watching, why is your kid at a gay parade? I don't know. But nonetheless, that's where they are. And these grown men are laughing and smiling and shaking their heads. Guys, something is wrong. All of these people are playing the victim card, and I never thought I would see so many guys playing the victim card. You know, I mean, it's insane. It's insanity. And this is already demonetized, so whatever. I'm not going to get it back, but it's all good. Yeah, jiu-jitsu. The Jews definitely know jiu-jitsu. It's in the name. Jiu-jitsu. But, it's bad, man. It's all the way around. I just don't understand the ideology of everybody, you know. Again, and then you got people getting beat up. All right, let's talk about that. You got the Chinese getting their ass handed to them. Now it's women. Now women, for whatever reason, doesn't matter what you are, if you have a vagina between your legs, you're getting beat up and or raped. And it's all over the internet. Every day, a woman's getting punched in the face. And guys are sitting there going, oh my God, did you see that? As the guy runs away. I'm not a great runner. I'm not fast at all. I would actually blow my hips out on my knees out trying to chase the guy, but I'd give chase. I'd be like, trying to run after the dude, and after my hip falls out, I'm like, I'm out of the race, but I give it a whirl. People are just standing there watching. People are getting beat up on the train, and people are just watching. In fact, some people try to act like this shit's not happening. They're like, and they're looking the other way while a lady's getting beat up, or her hair pulled on, rather. Sorry. It's insanity, man. But, it's stupid what's going on. It's stupid that people just don't want to take blame or responsibility. Sorry. It's just enough. You know what I mean? Ladies, stop with the fucking headphones in the street. Seriously. Those days are over with. Highland, thank you for the donation. Those days are over with. Wearing headphones in the street so that you look like fucking Princess Leia, so that you can't hear anything? Stop. Yes, it's not fair that you have to change your lifestyle a little bit so that guys don't, go after you. But stop with the fucking headphones. I'm watching girls walk down the street. I'm like, is this bitch out of her mind? This is 2024. Motherfuckers are going after women now for no reason. Now you got these fucking big things over your ear, and you listening to, I don't know what fucking white girls listen to, but whatever. What's her name? What's that skinny white bitch's name? The one I like to think she could, Taylor Swift. Listen to Taylor Swift as they're fucking getting beat up. And that's your theme song for the rest of your life. The only song you could replay in your head is the Taylor Swift song, and that's the song you got an ass whipping to. Stop wearing those fucking things. Yeah, exactly, Wolf Mule. Everybody's like, we're strong together. We're standing up together. The fuck you are. We ain't standing up to shit. Kevin, man, thank you. It's just it's Kevin. Yeah, it's a rant, but the nonsense of it all is that we are all being lied to on every level, man. I mean, like every level. People think, for example, let's go down the list. Putin is the good guy. He is not the good guy. He is a piece of shit too. Look what he did to his opposition over there that died all of a sudden in jail, right? Then he got Biden. People think Biden's a great dude. He's a piece of shit. He just shit his pants, I heard. Just shit his pants. Then you got Trump. People think Trump's an awesome dude, that he's going to save the world. He ain't saving shit. Then you got Obama. Everybody thought, oh my God, the Lord and black savior. Let's bow down to the Negro. When he fucking became president, he was a piece of shit. Politicians are inherently pieces of shit. No matter where you go in the world, they're pieces of shit. And with that, guys, we got people thinking that certain groups of people need help. Oh my God, those Negroes, throw them computers. They don't know what that is. Give it to them. They'll learn how to compute. I'm like, what the fuck? You got Chinese people going, "Whoa, Ta-Ching, I did not know. I'm so sorry." Oh, you know. And then, what are you sorry about? Fight back. Then you got fucking people telling us that all the Jews are being picked on because of the Holocaust. What? The Holocaust happened. What? And we're being lied to at every fucking level, guys. Climate change. They're starting this bullshit up again. Oh, the Eastern Seaboard is going to be flooded. Really? Just the Eastern Seaboard. If water goes up at the same time, why is it only the Eastern Seaboard that's getting flooded? Why not the West Coast as well? There are some low points in the West Coast. They don't talk about that. They talk about the East Coast only. Climate change. Another lie. Oh, shit, guys. Any day now. Any day now. World War III. You wait and see. We're still here. I'm just like, what the fuck, man? It's like everybody wants to fucking lie and then keep lying, and then people believe their lies, and people go, hey, man, oh, full spectrum survival. You're an awesome dude, man. The way you report the news? What news? His intel is shit. Canadian Negro, his intel is shit. Fagats. Disgraziad. It's fucking bullshit. We got fucking, bad enough we got to deal with politicians who hide the truth, guys. The truth is out there. And they lie to us. And then we got to deal with YouTubers. Then we got to deal with evangelists and at the churches also lying to their people. You got to deal with the Pope and his bullshit. People think the Pope's a righteous dude. The Pope's an infiltrator. Guarantee it. I guarantee it. He's not a good man. None of these people are good, guys. They're in it for the money. They're in it for some self-righteous, look-at-me bullshit. I'm fine with losing subscribers. Fine with it. Guys don't like what I said. A lady was breaking my balls yesterday. I can't remember. I don't know which one it was. Shit fucking merges. But she was breaking my balls. And she was like, you don't have to curse. Only children curse. I'm like, yeah? Okay, well, I'm a child. I'm a fucking big, fat, black child. I didn't know what to tell her. Yeah, so, Chuck Norris. Yeah, YouTube's bad advice, man. Bad advice. I mean, like, yo, the look into the sun, that shit, the guy when the eclipse came, don't look directly into the sun. Don't wear your glasses. Look up at the sun. I'm like, what? What in the fuck? Seriously, dude? Look at this. People reiterate shit and don't. And I've been caught out there a couple times. That's why now I refuse to just take one person's word. I got to look up shit. You know? Because I'm like, I mean, I've been caught out there a couple of times, but people still regurgitate what they hear. So many prepper channels, guys, that I interviewed in the past who are now like sellouts. The biggest sellouts. They're like, oh man, Canadian Prepper, I love him. Let me rub his cum all over my face. Canadian cum. Because they're fucking assholes. They're fucking drones. Everybody wants to make money and or be like, no one wants to be fucking respected for their opinion. People want to waver on their opinions. They'll look at their chat or their comment section, they'll go, okay, all right, these people, okay, I'm gonna change my thinking for my subscribers. No. DeMark, yes. Yeah, I've lost subscribers in the past. I think it was up to 1,000. I might have misspoke the other day, but it might have been 1,000 over the whole Putin shit. It's out of control. People are like, Putin's righteous. You piece of shit. And then all of a sudden I was a nigga and all this other bullshit. Okay. Because I said Putin, our sworn enemy, and he's a sworn enemy of the American people, not the politicians, the American people. I maybe I misspoke on that one too. But yeah, They were like, oh, you don't know, you're stupid and black. Okay. Let me bang out my computer and throw my phone across the room because I don't know how to use that either. You know, it's everybody has too much hope in shit. We need to, guys, have hope in one another. The hope and the help and the things that are needed are within us, the people. We have to take back that power. We cannot, under any circumstances, trust in the political realm right now. We cannot. They are selling us out at every turn, guys. The congestion pricing here in New York City, the politicians sold us out. The insurance rate going up $80 a month, politicians did that. They are screwing us every chance they get. And then when they take the money from us, who do they give it to? The people who broke the laws to get here. The people who have no rights and no rights to anything but are getting everything. They're raising our taxes because of these people. Our money's going over to Ukraine and Israel. And we sit here and we go, there's nothing we can do. There's a fucking lot we can do. We don't want to do it, but we need to. Or we are going to be broke people. We're not going to have money. We're not going to have a place to live. We're not going to be able to drive our cars around or go on vacations anymore because we keep giving our money to politicians who give it to the Ukraine and Israel. At this point, fuck Israel and fuck Ukraine. Fuck them both in the ass. Fuck Palestine. Definitely fuck Hamas. Fuck them all. We should not be putting our resources into these people, and we need to fight for that resources, guys. We need to fight. I'm probably going to die of old age and or a heart attack going over this shit or saying this shit repeatedly. We need to fight. We are losing all of it. And then the WEF is going to come walking in with their bullshit, which the WEF is changing their name, by the way, guys. A couple months ago, I read that they're changing their name, or they're starting a unit that's going to go under another name. That's going to be taking over the world, if you will. If that makes any sense. Anyway, enough of that bullshit. So, guys, I'm going to go off the air right now. I'm going to start over on the Angry Truth channel in a couple minutes. Thank you for joining me tonight. Sorry about the rant. Sorry about going way the fuck off course. As per usual, the guys, donate to Grindstone Ministry, please. They're going to need the money more than anything, not me. I'm going to help, but that's it. They're going to need the money for the fuel and all that other bullshit that, they're going to need it for. But other than that, guys, so Chris Ricker, kiss my ass. That's the short of it. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching me. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the donations. And I'll see you guys, some of you guys in the Angry Truth channel.